I recently had someone ask me, what is it that you do? And I explained to them, I gave them my short elevator pitch, what I do. And they still had questions around what is coaching? What is high performance life coaching? Sure, I understand that you work with millennials who are struggling with their consistency, confidence, and overall happiness, but like, what do you actually do? Now, coaching is similar to consulting and to therapy. But here's the distinctions. Therapy is when you go to someone and talk about what it is that you actually are going through. And usually a therapist and or psychologist will focus on your blocks or your barriers. Let's call it a wall. They'll say, why does your block wall exist? Why is it there? And they'll focus really heavily on that wall, that barrier that you're facing. A consultant is someone who you go to for their expertise. You hire them and they say, I want you to do this, this, and this, right? They are there to consult. A coach will ask you an empowering question. You have a block, let's say. You're struggling with a really big task at hand and you don't know how to approach it. I will question you and figure out why it is you don't know how to approach it. What's blocking you? So what is it that's blocking you in this circumstance? We'll talk about it. We'll go through that, and then we'll focus on what would a more serving thought be to navigate this circumstance, or what would be a path forward that would be serving to you in this example. And we start to focus on moving forward where I'm empowering you what to do. Now, this seems all really simple, but why does coaching work? Thanks for asking. So coaching it's really like personal training, honestly. If you pay for a personal trainer, you are not skimping out on money. Let's call it how it is. You are putting a substantial amount of money into yourself via a personal trainer. And coaching is the same thing. If you are to pay a coach, you're going to show up to your gym, mental gym, on time. You're going to show up to that mental gym ready to learn and ready to break through and really feel the burn. Think about when you go to a personal trainer, you feel the burn. They are pushing you to new levels of growth physically. Coaching is when me and my peers as coaches, push you to new levels of growth mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And from these conversations, from these accountable relationships, because you're showing up ready to grow, ready to learn, ready to uncover what may be holding you back, or ready to explore a path forward, some of the most amazing things happen. I once had a client who came to me and he had not been intimate for 2 years. Or actually, 1 year. This client, just after 2 weeks of working with me, all of a sudden had finally been intimate with someone who he actually started dating and going out on dates with just after 2 weeks with me. Did I do anything? Heck no. But this person committed to their growth and their change, and we went to the mental gym. We started to push him to new levels, new heights. And after what he would call a dry spell, he finally built up the courage to take someone out on a date, and they went on dates for 2 weeks. And bang, intimacy was back in his life. Now, for you, my call to action would be, how much accountability do you actually have in your own life? Are you someone that says at the beginning of every year, here are my New Year's resolutions. I am going to do this and build this, and I am going to do all these things, and I have no accountability, and at the start of next year, I am going to do it all over again. That shit doesn't work. So, what's holding you back? What is holding you back? And when is it going to be the time for you to start living a more accountable lifestyle? I'll tell you, when you start living that way, it is awesome. I look forward to hearing from you about how you are moving towards that accountable life. And I look forward to chatting about it because that's fun. I just want to connect. I want to talk about it. Thanks.